When was the first time that you used AI? I remember my first time. It was my freshman year of college, and I was constantly asking my friend for help with math. It had been about a year since he had taken the class, so every time he would show me how to scan the problem in and how it would give me the answer and the step-by-step of how it got there. And I'd be amazed every time about the accuracy of the information and how fast and it knew what I was talking about. Hello, I'm George Marsky, and today I'll be discussing the prospects of the use of generative AI for accounting within our very own Albany municipal government. Accounting, throughout its history, has only gone further and further away from pen and paper and more towards technology. Then the next logical step, of course, is AI. In my first graphic, you will see how 69%, in a poll of 100 mayors, 69% have said that they are exploring and testing to see what a generative AI would look like in their government, and about 2% are already implementing. Now, it only makes sense that the next logical step would be us to take that step. Now, if you thought about my first question, some of you may have mixed feelings about AI. I know when I ask many of my friends, they say that they either don't want to use AI or they don't trust it at all. Now, this phenomenon is called hallucinations. Just like the phenomenon in the human brain, AI can sometimes mix up or get information wrong. A couple weeks after I started using AI, I ran into a problem where I had gone through the work myself and I had asked ChatGPT and had given me the answer itself, and we'd both come to the wrong conclusion. And I'd asked my friend what I was doing wrong, and he'd looked through both of our work and noticed that we both came to the conclusion that 2 + 2 = 5. Just how human brains can get information wrong and think they are doing things right, generative AI can do the same. In my second graphic, you can see how in a study of 8 different systems, there is variability in the confidence and the gap between how accurate that information actually is. And just like how generative AI is getting things wrong, and this is a potential risk for implementation, it is also important to discuss how cheap it is. In my third graphic, you can see how there's not only been a rise in generative AI since its development, and specifically in the graph from 2023, but there's been a drastic drop in how cheap it is. So the tokens is the per million usage, and it has gone from $30 per million usage down to around $3 per million usage. And with 3 accounting specialists being reduced from the payroll, we've been given a budget not only for the AI system, but to hire an AI manager. This is somebody who will be able to bridge the gap between the human and the AI world and be able to be the parent and watch along as the development of the AI. Not only developing the AI, but also in helping us choose. There are a couple AI systems that we have looked into, including Oracle ERP, Workday Government, and OpenGov. These are all various systems that we can use, not only individually, but in tandem with each other for our very own AI system. Now, it is important to stop looking at the first time that we used AI, but now starting to look at the next time that we're going to use AI. Thank you for listening.